7, does not rejoice in unrighteousness, but rejoices with the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. And for it does not rejoice in unrighteousness, but rejoices with the truth. All I could think about is like my work and like this girl Mia, and like I work at a Christian school. That girl Mia, like I don't think she really knows the Lord, but like we don't talk about like worldly things, and like, but yeah, I get excited because like any little chance I can, like I bring up like church or things that I'm reading, and like she's so willing to listen. She's open, like she doesn't really ask more questions, like just once in a while, but she's still like it keeps the conversation going about the Lord, and I just feel like the rejoice in unrighteousness, like there's not worldly things that we talk about, like there's just, God just comes up, so it just made me think of work, and how that just doesn't, the righteousness of I think when the word unrighteousness, I put that it just reminds me of the world, like everything of the world, and when friends share things with us and stuff, like do you get happy for the things that are of the world? Or is it like when Lydia shared about her friend and how we got excited about the truth of God that she's sharing with her? And so it just made me think about friendships and sharing with people. And then for bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things, I think like all I can think of is like God's love and then my grandparents. I don't know. Like because they've been through so many things together. They like, I think just like the endurers and the bears and the hopes, like of all, like because Jesus did all of this, he like bared everything for us, and because of him we can have faith and believe in him and have hope, because he bared it and he also endured it for us. And then it also made me think of my grandparents, just because like my grandpa like just seems so young and still active, but yet my grandma can barely walk around and do anything, but yet he still loves her through all of this.
Yeah.
And so those are just, my head just came up with different random things.
That's cool though.
And so that's pretty much it.
You said something at the end that your grandfather, like your grandmother, can't keep up with him, or how did you say that at the end again?
That it's like he's still young and he's active, and she isn't, but yet he's there with her and brings her along. Like as long as it may take her to do things, he's still like.
That's true love.
Yeah. So this is just.
That's awesome. You know what's neat too is that you have them as an example.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 8. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, number 8. Love never fails, but if there are gifts of prophecy, they will be done away. If there are tongues, they will cease. If there is knowledge, it will be done away. You know, what's interesting about this is that prophecy, tongues, knowledge, all these things are really important. It says love never fails, and I put that love always wins out. And that to me was the opposite of love never failing. Every other gift pales in comparison to love. No matter how important the gift, our love is, wait a minute, no matter how important the gift, wait a minute, okay. Our love is tainted. When we go and try to love on our own, it's tainted. It's tainted with, I'm going to get something from, out of this, or, it's not pure. God's love is pure, and God's love never fails. And I just ask, one of the prayers from this particular verse is, God, show us your perfect love and help us to love perfectly.